Hey lovelies, before I turn the camera on me, I wanted to show you what I see when I look out the window where I'm filming. A rainy spring Oregon day. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Okay, this view is not quite as picturesque. So, hello. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna walk to Washington. Timing is still a little bit up in the air, but it's looking now like the end of June through to Thanksgiving. 5 months, 2,800 miles, Seattle to DC, starting from the Amazon headquarters in Seattle, walking for America, walking for liberty, like in the image of the Statue of Liberty. You know, my parents were German Jewish refugees that were welcomed here. It's hard to get in. It's not like being an immigrant has ever been easy. Not like being a refugee has ever been easy in this country. But because Lady Liberty and Ellis Island welcomed them in, I'm here. You know, a chance to connect with like our common humanity, a chance to connect with actual America, face to face, warm hand to warm hands, you know, our neighbors, our compatriots, you know, a chance to connect with actual America, not corporate America, to remember who we are, to remember what we hold together to reclaim this land. And if you're not a U.S. citizen, if you live in this country and you're undocumented, you know, just, this is all of us, you know, this is all of us. Yeah, reclaiming that. So I'm going to do it. I'm working through the details. If you are interested in this work, there is a link below to get on. Just, this is like my personal little mailing list to keep people up to date. So being interested might mean that you want to know what happens. Being interested might mean that you want to help. Being interested might mean that you want to walk, all or part. Whatever your interest is, if you sign up on that, it goes to a Google Doc. That's my document. So, you know, your emails will be in my keeping. They won't get cycled to anybody else. But if you're interested. And if you're interested but don't want to be involved, or don't want to be in the loop, or don't want to give your name and email address, I totally get that and respect that, and hope that you'll just stay in touch through the intertubes. And maybe share your thoughts in the comments below, and maybe share this video. Okay, I'm going to do a little wobble reading. I'm going to do it. And I'm going to do it with a weird deck, because I'm thinking about this deck for the book that I'm working on, Tarot Bones, which is about the essential framework of the tarot as such, the thing that's true about the tarot, no matter what deck you are using, the thing that makes tarot tarot. So the Atea Tarot, the Book of Thoth, or Thoth, or Toth, choose your own adventure, your own pronunciation adventure. This is a late 19th century, it's a reproduction of a late 19th century version of the deck. We actually do have a version that was published in Atea's time. It is a quirky-ass deck. I mean, the pips are basically the pips. But the majors, he totally reordered them. He had a whole way of thinking about it. Some of you are probably familiar that Llewellyn is working on her version of the Atea Tarot, even as we speak. It'll be fabulous because it's Benebell. For me, what's really interesting and important about this deck is the way in which Atea wanted to connect the cards to the 4 elements. That's the most important thing about this deck for me. Before Atea, the association of the tarot with earth, air, fire, and water had not been made. After Atea, all sorts of other associations get made, and then the occultists of the 19th century think that he's just an idiot, he's not a scholar, he was kind of a As Benabel says, he was like the first tarot influencer. He printed like advertisements on his cards. Find me at 13 Chestnut Street, and for 12 francs you too can, that he was hawking his wares. He was building on the tradition of fortune telling that was already alive. He was also a foodie. His father was a chef. His mother was a seed merchant. I like that he was a foodie. And I don't know, we don't know enough about how he understood the cards. His writing is a little hard to read. He's not a great, brilliant writer. But yeah, earth, air, fire, and water. The connection of the cards to the notion of creation, incredibly important, like the creation of the cosmos, incredibly important for the later occultists. So, the Atea Tarot. Here we go. So I'm doing a wobble, and the wobble is about this moment. A moment where I'm considering something insane, not just considering it, I'm announcing it, I'm planning it, and where the world feels a little insane, more than a little, where there's a chilling effect in the US that is having its impact on institutions. As a former academic, right? And you can take the girl out of the academy, but in a lot of ways you can't take the academy out of the girl. What's happening to higher ed here as the administration uses whatever cudgels it has with money and social pressure. What's happening to students, student protesters. What's happening to newspapers. The ways in which, greed, just not even principles, but greed. The most base principle of all. How that's calling the shots. How billionaires are calling the shots. And yet, the need to anchor in each of us, anchoring in our individual hearts, in our truth, in our authentic truth. Okay. 1 card, 2 card to define the wobble. And I have here the 10 of Pentacles, the 10 of coins. And this is the Page of Wands. Okay, so, the wobble is the spark of the Page of Wands, right? And I'm not using these for fortune telling. And these titles came later than Atea. So I'm not thinking about the good stranger, or the nouvelle, the news. Like that's not, for me, the Page of Wands is the Page of Wands. And the 10 of Pentacles. So legacy, what we're storing for the future, and then this spark, or what we've inherited, I think about that. Oh my gosh. I think about that in terms of just what I was saying a minute ago about the academy and the university, and like just human civilization, like what we've built, the institutions we've built, the legacies that have been handed to us. I think about, like, in Game of Thrones lingo, I'm a summer baby, we're all summer babies. We've grown up in such, even those of us who are struggling with health and wealth and welfare and have struggled mightily all our lives. This is still, we're in this, we've been living in this time of relative peace, prosperity. The natural world has been relatively beautiful. That's what we've been handed. And that's what feels so threatened right now. And then this Page of Wands with this spark, this little bit of fire, this little bit of news, of message, Well, that's me. That's that spark in my heart, feeling the impossibility of what might be lost. Little spark, sense of huge responsibility of being a steward of what I have inherited. I'm feeling almost a little tearful, like being a steward of what I've inherited, the prosperity. I mean, even being the daughter of my parents, you know, that they survived what they survived, that they survived, period. And what do I do with that? So that's the wobble, which feels super urgent right now. And here's the really good question. And here we have the 8 of Wands. Now. It's here right now. This sense of alignment, the 8 of Wands, which even in this Atea version has that, I'll plop in the image from the Waite Smith, has that sense of everything's aligned right now, right now, right now. I think for now I have my marching orders, quite literally. Yeah. May you be well. May you find ease in this moment. And may we all find what is ours to do right now. Like that's what the world wants, needs, is each of us operating on all our cylinders. You know what I mean? Okay, lovely people. Take good care.